Episode of Ian is a Weirdo. You're probably looking at the title going, didn't you just make one of these? Aren't you better now? And the answer is yes, I did just make one of these. And no, I am unfortunately not better yet. This is a really not great time for me. And with all mental health stuff, some things can be chemical, some things can be environmental, and this seems to be mostly chemical. I'm still having a lot of manic thoughts and feelings and actions and all that stuff. And it's getting really irritating. Like, tonight I couldn't even listen to the sound of Mel's voice, and it was not Mel. Mel did nothing wrong. I know this. I told her this. I communicated to her that I was mad, purely just by existing and by life. But whether or not that makes you feel better, I don't know. I feel awful. I just want to break stuff and cry and spend all my money and do a bunch of other stuff that I would rather not mention, on the internet. So it's a really weird, conflicting place to be. And it's hard because I want to feel better, obviously. And I want to crack my knuckles. I can't crack them as well on this hand. This is my crocheting hand because I can crack all my knuckles. No, I crack them. And I feel like one thing that's happening environmentally is that I'm doing the 31 projects of Halloween. And while I'm having a good time doing them, I really am enjoying them. I promise I am. I'm also getting burnout. And that's a feeling that I know a lot of YouTubers, I know a lot of people in their jobs and their careers feel that way from time to time, or maybe all the time. And it's not a fun feeling because even things that you love become chores and laborious and just too much. And that's kind of where I'm at, where I'm like, do I even want to crochet anymore? Do I want to just fucking sell all my yarn and just quit? I know that I can't get my yarn's cost back, but I am so tired. I'm exhausted, and I think part of the exhaustion comes from just experiencing a lot of emotions all the time. That becomes very emotionally exhausting, which still registers on the exhaustion scale. And then I'm really having trouble with my train of thought lately. My sleep schedule is all messed up. This really sucks. It just really sucks. So yeah, I guess this wasn't meant to be a long video. I just wanted to pop on, and streaming it is the easiest way to do it rather than um, rather than anything else. But I just I've been feeling really bad. So if I fall a little behind in my projects that I'm making, which I'm gonna give myself some grace to fall behind if I need to. And I know that you guys would understand because you guys are super understanding. And my hair is all over the place. It just won't cooperate anymore. It's past that point. I need a haircut. But I I'm reaching a level of like exhaustion that I don't. Hey Zach, if feeling it, see you here. I know you're a night owl. I'm mostly done with this video, but I just haven't been feeling good. My bipolar's been acting up pretty bad lately, and we're trying to get it under control with medicine, which is kind of the primary defense in a lot of bipolar issues. And I haven't really had a bipolar episode like this, and well, if I just had different ones, I don't know. I've had them. I've had a lot of them, and I can't keep track of them. They seem to never end. But I just feel like there's never going to feel better because one thing after another. Yeah. It is not fun. And like trying to be gentle with myself and allow myself to feel bad if my brain is making myself feel bad. I can't change a lot, but I can change how I deal with things. And so trying to get that mentality to can drill into your head and like actually sink in and stay is a whole nother animal, because you feel like you should be able to have control over a lot of these things, and then you can't. And it just sucks. It just sucks. Like, I know I talk about bipolar a lot because it's ever present in my life. And so I hope you guys don't get bored of these mental health updates of mine. But they just have become really important for me to be able to track my mental health for my own care, and for my own just seeing my progress one way or another. I don't know what the opposite of progress is, but whatever that is, I feel like I'm experiencing it, and that sucks because I wish that I could stop this brain from turning so fast and just chill the fuck out. Not chill out too much because then we get depressed. So it's like there's no winning with bipolar. It just feels like you're never at baseline. You're just always up, you're always down, or you're both, or whatever. Did you know that with bipolar you can be both at the same time? Both manic and depressed? Yep, it can happen. It's happening to me right now. Um, and you can also rapid cycle, and you can go boop, 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 super fast. it's not as common, I guess. I mean, it's like it happens to a lot of people who are bipolar, but it's not how you're diagnosed bipolar. Bipolar disorder is diagnosed by a certain length of time being depressed, and then a certain length of time being manic or hypomanic, depending on which bipolar you have. There are two bipolar diagnoses. Um, and there's also like an adjacent one, which I won't talk about because I really don't. But bipolar 1 is when you don't experience that classic mania. Bipolar 2 is when you don't experience that classic mania, and bipolar 1 is when you do. So bipolar 1 tends to be a little bit more outwardly dangerous, but you can still experience those feelings, suicidal thoughts, and all that stuff. And nobody wants that. So, trying to stay out of that territory, but you can ruin your life in other ways than attempting suicide. And I'm trying not to end up in the hospital again. I ended up in the hospital a few weeks ago, and it was a very pointless exercise in why we go to the hospital. I know we go to the hospital and it's important, but like when my feelings change so rapidly, it just doesn't make sense. They can't do anything. So I yeah, but I just know I don't know. I feel like I should be in like a treatment program right now. But I don't know where to go and I don't know what to do and feeling very like helpless. And overwhelmed with life and simultaneously underwhelmed with life. Like life could I could catch a break here or there. That wouldn't be the worst thing, but here we are talking about mental health once again on the internet. So thanks for listening to my rant. I guess that's just what it is. So thanks for listening, Zach, and thanks for everyone who's listening to the replay. Talk to you guys later. Bye.